Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you guys? I am super excited. It's going to be this webinar in three languages. So, my name is Justina. Who doesn't know me? I am a mother of one beautiful child, and I believe a good partner of one beautiful man, and as well an RMD in World Ventures. And I'm here for 5 years already, and it's my honor and pleasure today to host a webinar for you guys, and which is going to be held by three great leaders. So they all are from Eastern Europe, and and they have three very, very, very different stories. And give me a second. I will mute the people, and I would like to invite today to talk wonderful leader, mother of two kids, a businesswoman, and she's one of the top leaders here in our region, Atalia Poshkus. Atalia, can you hear me? Atalia, can you hear me? Yeah. So, Atalia says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Have a great morning, guys. And my questions to Atalia is, Atalia, please share. We would like you to share your story. First of all, how did you come to World Ventures? What is your story? Okay, so I will talk in Lithuania, and Justina will translate. So first of all, I really want to thank you guys to be on this call. I'm very grateful to be here because we prove ourselves not in our words, but in our job and results. And I will tell you my story. Maybe some of you already heard my story, but who haven't heard my story. So before World Ventures, my life was pretty great. One by one, I gave birth to two beautiful boys. Financial freedom, I kind of had that. I could let myself quite a lot of things. Didn't have a headache to go to one or two trips a year. My husband is a very famous football player in the world, and some people were thinking about me that, oh, she's a big football player wife, so she can afford everything. Yes, it's true, but as well, we had a family business which we developed in 14 years. But there was something which I really, really were missing in my life, and I believe a lot of women will understand me here. I wanted to give a purpose, to give a meaning for my life, and to feel that I am needed and to leave a legacy after me. And I did it not because of the money, and of course I didn't want to go for to work for some small money. And plus, to start a new big business, again, it's a very, very huge investment. I couldn't let myself again to start like pretty brand new business from zero, and to, until it will develop, it's gonna take like minimum 4 years. So what happened then when I start thinking that I want to do something meaningful in my life? My friend, which I haven't seen for like maybe more than a half year, my friend called me and asked me to come for a coffee. And then I said, okay, why not? It's nice. It would be nice to see her after so long time. And that day, when I came to the meeting, I saw Dovile, I saw Melanie, and I saw Justina, three wonderful women. What did I understand? I understood just few things. I understood that there is a lot of people, new people, very good connections, and I understood that yes, somewhere inside there is going to be the money as well. So I said yes even without finishing the presentation. I trusted it because the company already is 14 years old. And plus, we had very strong leaders which went this road already and they helped to achieve the goals. So, what happened then after I signed up? They told me you must go to the first training. And the first training was next day, and they were in Latvia, in Riga, which I needed to drive quite long distance. And I was thinking, why do I really need to go there? I did sign up. I spent my $600, and next day I'm going to Riga. What is going on? But the next day I realized that something is really changing. It was very high emotions. We were going on the highway. My husband was taking me, and we were late, so we stopped by the police. He, we were stopped by the police on the highway to go to Riga to Latvia. I leave my husband there with the police to sort out the fine and everything, and I just left myself to the training. And when I went into that training, I felt something different. I could feel that there was a lot of positive emotions. I could see mothers with kids wearing high heels and looking awesome, and I could feel this is something different. And I was just sitting and writing everything, everything, everything. It was really something different, and that's how started my journey. And when I start presenting after that training from morning to the night. Why? Because my goals were very big. And I will be very honest with you. At the beginning, my husband really supported me. And he was like, go do it. It's going to be awesome. And, and, and after that, he changed a little bit his mind. And it wasn't easy. Guys, can you hear me? Because I feel like you cannot hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Please write to the chat. Yes, Atalia, we can hear you. We can hear you, Atalia. Maybe I'm talking too fast, Atalia says. Cool. So let's carry on. Let's carry on. So at the beginning, my husband really supported me a lot. My wife found herself, and she's doing so great. But most probably he didn't think about that my goals were so big, and he didn't understand that I will need to do some sacrifices as well. So what happened in our family? In our family happened that the husband started pulling me down. He started pulling down, and it was very, very hard for months because he saw me going towards my goal, but something just changed into him. He was pulling me so down, and we reached that point, guys, where the question was from him either family or world ventures. Guys, it was extremely difficult. It was so extremely difficult. And when I was going to the trainings, it was such a big fight inside of me, um, because he was pulling and pulling me down. And I will tell you why he was pulling me down. The question was family or world ventures, family or world ventures. And maybe it sounds stupid, but that was as it was. But I went through these challenges. We were talking with him a lot. We cried a lot. But I will tell you one thing: when you have your goal, doesn't matter what's happening around. You're just gonna go towards. Atalia, I want to ask you a question. Husband start support you after some time? That's the question we are asking from Atalia. Did the husband start supporting you after some results, or what happened? Why did he start supporting you back, Atalia? So, look, it was very normal what happened in our family because for a very long time I was only a family wife, family kids, and what happened after? I start pulling him towards World Ventures very slowly. I took him to first dream trip. It was not easy, but we went to the dream trip, and then he saw what kind of people are there. He started talking to these people. He then we went to another dream trip. Then again, he sees the people. He start to realize and see the bigger picture, and then he realized that no one, that the company doesn't really want to take his wife away. Basically, because that's how he was feeling. He was feeling that World Ventures stole his wife from him. So World Ventures was the biggest competitor for him because for me. So he started going just slowly, slowly. He started walking the same road with me, and it wasn't easy, but it was so, so worth it because for us, the most important thing is in life is family, and it always was for me as well. But the question I asked my husband, do you want a partner, same level, or you want just a wife and a cleaner and a cook at the house? And when we start going to the training, also when we get into personal development, self development, we start realizing different purposes as well in life. And I know that it does exist families and world ventures where husband or wife they are hiding from each other that they are in world ventures, and I understand you guys absolutely. But what I can tell you guys honestly, if you really, really, really want, you can achieve everything, and I will tell you, you never can compare family and world ventures. It's but it's so important to understand how you can prove this. So we want to ask you a question, Natalia. I know that last year you was thinking to go or not to go to the view because you had some challenges. And the question is, how did the view help you to fix some things and to understand some things? And what can you tell to the other people be, about this training? What can you suggest? Yeah, we had a lot of challenges to come. I always thought that in life I know everything. I thought that I do everything perfect in life. And when I went to the view, and that's what I saw in that event, I was shocked. First of all, when you go to the big event with lots of people and you hear the presentation to someone just from one person, but then when you go to to the event and you see how big thing it is, how many thousands and thousands of people are coming from all the world, and that's when you understand where you actually are. And I'm not even talking about how big value we get according personal development, but I will tell you, last year the view polished my corners. I always really trusted myself in my life a lot, but we are people, so we still have sometimes some small fears or something, our cockroaches. So view really, really polished my corners and I became more strong. But when I talk specifically about World Ventures business, I don't know what happens exactly there, but when you go to the big events, it's just something changes in your belly inside. You just start focusing and going so fast towards your goal, and you know what happens? The right people comes to you because your energy is right. And when some people are throwing stones to you for some reasons, because they don't want you to be successful. These stones doesn't hurt you. They just bump and they fall out, okay? I remember I was hugging people which I was seeing them first time. It's not me at all. For me, that was such an energy. I start trusting myself even more. I could tell now everyone what I really want, what I really believe. And honestly, when people tell me, yeah, I understand. I need to go to the training. I know everything. I know everything. I can tell you one thing. You don't know nothing about this company until you're not going to go to this event. And in general, I was thinking that I know everything in the world. And when I went to that event, I realized that I don't know in my life so many things. Yes, maybe I heard many things. I saw many things, but there is so many improvement in this event. And after every big event, I jump from to the bigger qualification, yeah, to the bigger rank. So you know, guys, what does it mean? Because we are building here passive income. So um, I can say one thing. Um, we have to really find out and understand what we really want to our life. And I can tell to these people who still are not planning to go, who doesn't have a ticket, I can tell you one thing. Make yourself, guys, the biggest present in your life and just get to that event. Doesn't matter what it will take. Thank you to all of you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you, Talia. Have a great Sunday. Thank you, guys. Have a great Sunday as well. And we all meet very, very soon. Um, thank you guys once again for listening. So our our second speaker, um, our second speaker is going to be another person. I really want to thank Natalia. By the way, it's so I was listening to her and I had the goosebumps to be honest. So I really want to invite now a second person to share his story. His name is Davidas. Davidas, are you with us? Can you hear us? Davidas, can you hear us? We will bring Davidas on stage in a minute. Hey, Davidas can hear us. Amazing. And we will see Davidas in a second as well. Davidas Tunis, director. Give us a second to bring him to the stage. Great. One more second, guys. Give us a second, guys. So we can see David as I will translate David as in a second. Okay, David. So, uh, before we will manage to turn on the camera, um, I would like to introduce you. David was one of the first persons to join in this East Europe region. I was there as well at the presentation when he joined us, and we became friends with David as from the first minute. I really love this guy and all his family. We really can learn a lot of things from David as not only in World Ventures, in general in life. And very quickly, I would like to ask you, David, as who was you in your life before World Ventures? Why did you join? And what did you get from that? Hello, everyone. My name is Davidas. I have a wife, I have 3 kids, and I have a few businesses. And when I joined World Ventures, I didn't have time at all, at all. Remember, I was going in my city in the car, and a friend of mine called me and said, "Let's meet for a coffee." So we met for a coffee, and he said, "I want to tell you about one travel club," something like that. We're starting here a travel club. Maybe you're going to be interested. And I said, "Okay, let's meet." And I came. He ordered me a coffee and he sits quiet and he says, "Here is Justina, meet her." And Justina at that time had a baby which was just few months and she was breastfeeding. So she gave me headphones and she said, "Listen to the English video." But to be honest, my English wasn't so good at that time. So I was watching that movie, that presentation. I didn't understand much, to be honest. What I understood, it that was travel and that it's a network marketing. So after I asked Justina to explain me a little bit, and I really like the idea because I already had some experience in network marketing. That time I was using and a little bit working in Herbalife. I was in few big trainings in Herbalife, and I knew that, and I saw and I met people who really made their lives amazing because of network marketing. But with the Herbalife, I don't know. For some reasons, I didn't manage to make a very big career there, and I was there for 2 years. And when I was actually joining World Venture, I paid for World Venture membership with the money I made in Herbalife. And to be honest, because I never took the money from the Herbalife card. And just then, when I was signing up for World Ventures, I saw that in 2 years with Herbalife, I made 2,000. And when I joined World Ventures, in 1 week, I made almost the same what I managed to make in 2 years in Herbalife. So for me, that week was everything. Like it cleared my head. I understood everything. And honestly, yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm happy that I got the chance to be in Herbalife for 2 years because it gave me quite nice good things. I met people where I really could see that they managed to make their life like really freedom. But what I realized for myself, network marketing works, but Herbalife was not my product. So that's why for me, World Ventures and travel was something was just took me, to another level. So in my six, I managed to do them in first week, my personal six, and that at that time I was what I was doing because I didn't really understood how to do that. I was just calling my friends to come, and other people were doing presentations for them. And to be honest, I couldn't like I didn't really start and learn fast to do presentation. It took me like half year to learn to do presentations myself. So I was always asking other people to help me out. And I remember when a Frosini came to our city and she said and we did a first travel party and Frosini said to us, so you are guys the first leaders here. You're gonna need to come and say a testimony of 30 seconds. And I remember I said to her, I will never ever do presentations. I will never ever do public talking. Never ask me to come on the stage. I had such a big fear of the stage. You cannot imagine, guys. But everything just flipped around and start flipping around after the trainings. Like, look at me now. And at that time, I got the ticket to view because we had a special target from a Frosini. I remember that time. Whoever makes new six signups wins a ticket to the view. So at that time, for me, was such a big challenge, and I said I will do that. And I did it. And then I was thinking, man, at that time the platinum was $600, and I managed to do that in a week. And now when it's like 2 times cheaper, there's so much more possibilities and chances to work, and it's so easier. So I was working maybe like really very intense for like 2 weeks, 1 2 weeks, and concentrated especially here because at that time, to be honest, I also have a lot of work in my other businesses, but I still was pushing here. Davidas, I have a question for you. How did you saw World Ventures before big event view and after the view? Is there understanding different? Is there now, as you see, the understanding different before view and after? Please, can you tell us a little bit more about that, Davidas? So what can I say? Before the event, what I understood about World Ventures, it was travel. It's new here in our country, and that's it. We really knew so little about this company. We were working a couple of weeks, and then I had to go concentrate to another businesses. And at that time, I was building also the house. I had so many other businesses around, so it was really very, very intense period at that time. So a couple of weeks after running fast, we signed up some people, and then I went back to my business. David, that's what I really want to ask you is how you how you felt how you felt before and after event. That's what it's very interesting for us to hear. Maybe something flipped in during the event, like what happened? Like tell us. Well, what I'm thinking now, I was thinking that maybe if I wouldn't go for that promotion and I wouldn't get on that event, because I got it for free. No, actually, I didn't get it for free. I worked for it. I got it for my work. But it was at that time I was feeling I was somewhere like, I stuck because my wife didn't support me at that time, and my wife didn't support me, to be honest, for 1 year. um, and and when I needed to go to the training, we had some silence days sometimes. But now, thanks God, everything is just perfect. So what happened before view, I was going and I didn't expect much because me too. I was also feeling that I know everything because I went to some of Herbalife trainings. So I was thinking, what else and what new they actually can tell me. But when I went there, from the first minute, I was. I remember I was sitting, my hands were crossed, and I was thinking, what I'm doing here. Really was a bit even skeptic, to be honest. But from the first minute when it started going, I just start drinking this information into myself, eating this information, and it changed my whole understanding about the company. Like it changed everything. So I remember other our people, team members, were going to party to the clubs, evening. I didn't want even to go anywhere. I was going to the hotel, sitting by myself alone, and I was going again through all the information I received during that day. I don't even know, to be honest, guys, how to express myself, but if I had some doubts at that time before the event, after event, my all doubts disappear. And I was not even a senior. It was my first training. I came back and then I started going full power, full passion. After around 1 month, I was like really all in. After 1 month, I reached the senior, and that's how it started. And I was in all trainings during these years, all international, all national. Um, by the way, David, as we have a question to you. This time you're taking your daughter, right, to the view with you together, yes? Yes, guys, I am taking my daughter, and I took her last time. And by the way, my daughter, which was 13 years old last year, and I took her to the view, her life has changed completely because she loved to sing, but she was singing just for fun. But after the training of the view, she made a decision that she wants to start singing in a serious level, and she came into international big event. It's called Voice of the Kids. It's going to be on TV on this spring. Guys, she reached such a level. her psychological levels went so up. It's just incredible. And that's the reason why I'm taking her this year, because I understand that that's my investment into her. Why? Because I know she's not going to get this information, what she's getting in the view, not in the school, not in the university, nowhere. She's not going to get this information, what she got here. David has once again a question. You're taking the daughter because you want to tell me that she's not going to get the information she got in the view, not in school, not in anywhere. That's awesome. And also the question, I know that you did you did many dream trips, right? During this period. Yeah, around 20 trips I had together with the trainings in this couple of years. But the last one, I went with all my family, wife and three my kids. It was in Croatia, mega dream trip, and that's when my wife finally said, "You know what? This is really wow. Bless you, just go and build it to the top." Even though she was really skeptic before, now she's going telling this to her friends, girlfriends, and she believes that World Ventures is a blessing, that World Ventures is very good thing. So I brought her in very, very slowly. It didn't happen after the first trip, but slowly, slowly. So David, was it really worth this journey of 2 years? Yes, guys, it was worth it. This journey of these 2 years, and before to end, I want to say I went to all the trainings, and View is the most strong, where it changes your thinking. 2 years ago, when I was in View in London, I said, "Oh wow." I never thought it can be better. Last year in Florence, View was even more strong, and I believe this year, I believe this year is gonna be something. And every year, I can say every view I reach a new rank, a new level. So after first it was a senior, after second view it was director, and I believe after this view I will reach marketing director. So of course, for those who really want to reach your goals, guys, you must be there. Thank you, David, so much. Regards to your beautiful family. Best wishes to them, and I will see you very, very soon in Nice. Toliau važiuojam lietuvių kalba, tai vertimai. Okay, guys. Let's continue. And now I really, really want to introduce a very, very special person, and that's the woman which I met unexpectedly, and uh, and that person just came into my life, and I'm very, very happy that I have her here. Marina, are you here? Um, please put on your camera. So with Marina, we met um, unexpectedly, and that's the person which is in the team, and her power, her strength really inspires a lot of people. She was the first in her country. She had no one around her. I went to her country first time when she already had 10 people in her team to help her out, because that was our agreement. And the first time when we met face to face, it's when she came to the training by herself, alone, without knowing what's happening, without knowing any person, and that was something incredible. Her story, it's really, guys, worth to hear and worth to listen, because her just coming by herself into Greece, not understanding where she wants to come, it's something. So we're very, very happy that Marina is here today. that she can share her story. Marina, you can do it in any language you want. So, Marina, studio. Guys, I know that there is English speaking people as well, but Justina will translate. Okay. So Marina will talk in Russian. Okay, guys. So of course it's easier for me to talk in Russian. If you don't mind, I can express myself better. So, so my story is and started how. Um, when I found out about World Ventures, I was working as a stylist long time in my country, and I really wanted some interesting new project into my life. And one day I was sitting in my beauty salon. A friend of mine showed me the video, and then Justina just helped her to explain what it's all about. And I realized that we have nothing yet in our country. So of course, I didn't even think, and I said yes. And after 3 weeks, I went to Athens to Momentum because I wanted to prove myself how big is the company and if it's worth my time. And there I met Justina in real, and then there I saw what it's all about, how it works, everything. And when I came back to my country, I started working and I went into it full time. And 1.5 year I'm here. And yes, my road here was fun and interesting. I met so many people. I found so many friends. I actually made here family as well, and I have it all over the world. And it's, so amazing because here the people you meet, you become really close because of the same goals. And how did we start it in our country? Because it was nothing here and it wasn't easy, but it was interesting because you try yourself, you try how strong you are, you try how strong your goals, and you actually find out what capabilities you have. So I said to myself, Marina, everything in life it's possible to learn. And um, and when I saw this project, I had some issues that at that time I had no money. Why I say I had no money? I had very big challenges that time when I saw it, and I just realized that every business will grow. Of course, I need to put into it something. I need to learn, and then I'm gonna have a result. But but it didn't scare me. I just thought, what I'm gonna lose? What I'm gonna lose? I need to enjoy my life. And what I had, it was I had few rings, few golden rings, and I was looking at them and I was thinking what these gold rings are giving to me. Sometimes I wear them, sometimes I don't wear them. And then I thought, this is just a gold, just a gold. And I went and I sold my rings so I could go to the training. I sold my rings, and it really paid me back so much because I got the best mood. I started believing more into me. When I came back, I straight away first evening signed up 3 people, and we started the story of building this business. And then Justina saw that this is serious. She gave me a target to sign up 10 people, so she flies into my city. So she came after we signed up 10 people. She helped us to build a system, and step by step, we start doing everything. Sometimes we were just doing travel parties for ourselves. Sometimes we didn't have guests, but you know what? We just were having fun. We were having wonderful time, and we were enjoying the process. And around half year, let's say we were more reading travel party for ourselves. Sometimes was coming 3 4 people too, and slowly everything was going forward. So just guys, don't be afraid of the process, because sometimes when you want to have a quality, it takes a little bit time. So here is the business which we are building for a long time, for the long terms, for the future, not just for, little bit. And only 9 months, after the 9 months, I reached the level of senior. It was the training. And then I said, Marina, please don't lose the faith in yourself. Don't stop. Just go front. You know a lot. You already put your energy in. And then I thought, no, I will not give up, because it's easy to give up and say I am afraid, nothing is happening and nothing gonna happen. And for me it was a big challenge. I made a challenge for myself. I managed the money for the view, and exactly 1 year ago, November, I went to the view. And in view, when I was in view, I was in this company already 9 months. And what I heard in view, what I what I learned there, it was incredible. It gave me such a power. I just saw what I needed to see, because most of the time, guys, we want to live everything and right now. We don't want to put energy. We don't want to put anything. We just want to have it. But when I came from the view straight away, like, I don't know, very short period of time, I got in the senior, and then imagine, after another 1.5 week, I got into director position. Then I also got a rank up. That was an extra promotion from the company, $10,000 if you reach a rank up, and that was something amazing. I just knew. I just knew that the company will always take care of us and will do something interesting. And we got a promotion, I remember then. And that when we got that promotion, I said to myself, Marina, if you wouldn't go to view, you wouldn't be able to reach all of this. Sometimes we need just very, very small half step to accomplish something so big. Then sometimes people are telling, I have no money. I understand that. I didn't have money as well, but we always can find them. Maybe to ask our family, our friends, or something. But if you're gonna keep going and keep going and keep going, you're gonna make it what you want. And imagine, after director, 1.5 months, I reach a marketing director. And you know what's most important here? Most important is that I met here such people that maybe I would never ever meet them in my life. And this business is always brings my mood up. You know why? Because it's not only about the money. This business is about how we have deeper understanding, deeper values. You become here stronger. You become here more beautiful, and also you get such experience here that this you cannot compare with anything. And of course you care of your brain, of your thoughts, and that's why we are here and we feel younger and beautiful, because traveling really gives the power and give us strength, and we feel more young. And what I can tell you guys, that if you do any kind of business, you never ever can put as a main target the money. Because if you're gonna do only because of the money, it's never gonna happen. You need to do it something for something. I might do it because to help people, maybe just to do, like, find the different goals, because that's an energy. Never put money as the first thing as your goal. This can tell you any kind of business person, a high big business person. Um, so, it, so that's what I wanted basically to say, guys. And I want to wish you wonderful day. Um, Marina, you are great. We see you very soon in Nice. I have, Marina, the last question to you. I know that the first trainings you was going there alone, and now I know that you are taking there quite big team, right, Marina? Yes. Now we are going there with our team, not only from my city, but from all other cities in our country, and whoever never get a chance to see and to go to view, guys, make yourself a present. You still have time. You still have time to buy tickets. You still have time organize your trip. You will see how you are going to have totally different life after that. And not only in World Ventures, in everything in your life, in your other business. Plus, we are going to be in France, in beautiful place with all people from the world. Guys, thank you, Marina, so much. Thank you so much. I believe, guys, you took today the best, the best from all our speakers today. And guys, appreciate you being on this call. Thank you so much.